Yo, 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 what's going on out there, everybody, man? Black Compass Media, back with the pre-show, you know what I'm saying, on SM8 Eve, out this motherfucker, man. Yo, I'm happy. It's a Friday. I don't know why it's raining outside, but and that's trash. But I'm joined here by a special guest, somebody I rock with in this whole media thing, you know what I mean, from across the pond. My boy, Tom, what up? Battle Rap Resume.
Tone, so good to be here. Such a fucking big fan, man. Thank you.
Listen, man, I'm a big fan of you, man. You already know. I like to be as cultured as I can with this thing, man. Hip hop is international. You know what I'm saying? This is we span a lot of different places with it. And I admire what you're doing as far as your work and everything. But you, so for the people that's not familiar, you know what I'm saying? How long you been in this game and all that? And we gonna get to some stuff. Don't think I'm gonna take it easy because you got a British accent. We not playing none of them games. I'm sitting here, I'm drinking, I'm chilling. So we gonna talk today, Tom. But what's going on, man? Let the people know something.
Yeah, so Battle Rap Resume is the channel, the podcast. It's been going since about the start of 2016. Started as a sort of long form like basically a sort of Joe Rogan for battle rap. I wanted like long form interviews, going deep into the histories or inside the actor studio sort of thing. So started back then, had everyone on in the scene, continued to have everyone on. The main episodes of me interviewing people. So I've had like, Sora-san and Sue Surf and and Kruger and pretty much everyone in the UK scene, and Tony D and
Oh, wait a minute.
Previews of events, recaps, often URL, King of the Dart, RBE, mostly sort of Don't Flop UK stuff. We've got a little game show on there. We do like top 10s, like top 10 nastiest battler or top 5 soul rounds or some shit like that. So we're getting our What Culture on. But yeah, so that's the channel basically in a general sort of way. And it's just myself. I mean, I occasionally have the co-host here and there, but it's not kind of that's kind of why I love Black Compass so much. Like the four of you, R.I.P. Rome. Like the four of you work together so well, But
I think he's still alive, but yeah.
I mean, I said to you, you were on the show, and I said to you, and Polo. So yeah, Tony and Polo are on the show. I should say, Battle Rap Resume, really good. Obviously, a slept-on episode because no real UK fans.
I'm like, yo, what the hell? I'm like, yo, what's going on, man?
I know. I thought.
And you know what? I learned a lot from that interview. I did. I was like, yo, Tom be getting in and out of them questions. This brother be having his question game down. I'm gonna have to step my questions up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. So
yeah. So yeah, doing the channel for a long time now. Still really enjoy doing it. In terms of battle rap itself, like there's basically a cliche path that every UK fan takes of a certain age. I'm 26, kind of millennial UK fans. They got into it through either Lunacy. Are you aware of Lunacy?
Nah, what was Lunacy?
Not heard of him.
No.
Lunacy is pretty much the biggest guy in the history of the UK scene.
What?
He had He had like 5 or 6 battles in 2011, all doing mom jokes, all doing, Willy cheese and all that sort of stuff. Like one of his most popular bars was him climbing bareback naked up his opponent's family tree and dragging his ball sack against the face of every slag that he meets.
What? Big. Yo. I never heard of this dude. So wait,
how Lunacy? I'm sure. Yeah. So he was massive, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
He became this like crossover thing. Suddenly, the UK scene was seeing like 500,000 views on battles and stuff like that. And he battled like Uno Lavos and stuff. That was probably his biggest battle. He came back to battle O'Shea about 3 or 4 years later and hasn't battled since. So it's either him or Mark Grist and Blizzard. Are you aware of this battle?
Yes, I'm aware of
the teacher and the student,
right?
Basically, so that got huge as well. And just in the 2011, 2012 era, just myself and everyone else just got pulled in by it. And then my first guy was Soul, and then you watch one guy, and then you watch a million guys. You got this whole web, and then I started getting into URL and RBE and all the fucking leagues. Like I think I mentioned this on the episode as well. But one of the things so intoxicating about battle rap is, and Verse Track is testament to this. All you need to start a fucking league. You don't need a license. You don't even need a roster. You just need a camcorder and a room.
That's it.
That's it. It's so like there's some real fucking budget UK battle rap out there. Shout out Dubscan or King of the Rons. I mean, shout out all the leagues over there. Like often the guests that I have on, like I had Shock Horror, the white guy. I had Joe on the show on my own battle rap show. A lot of people hate Joe. I think completely unfair, by the way. I think the Holmesy battle, especially the first 2 rounds, are some of my favorite rounds spat on URL recently. That's probably a controversial comment to say.
Yeah, but, that's very controversial. I'm gonna kill you about that later. Now, shout out to the people that's listening to this. We ain't gonna let it see because y'all, I'm an American. I'm gonna go back to this because I wasn't done quite with that. Y'all have a way of saying stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all think just because you got this accent that is powerful every time. Like, no, we gonna talk.
You've got a powerful accent to my ears. Like my accent's awful.
Ah, man, listen, man. So wait, as far as getting into this thing, you didn't start with the DVDs. Did that ever make its way over there? What's the perception of like UK? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't get an estimate, but I need to know the scene. Like I need to understand. When Lux was doing the Lions Den, was that hitting y'all over there or what?
I mean, maybe. Not for me, honestly. Like, battle rap began in 2012 for me, and I appreciate the history looking back. But it's just like getting into discographies now. It's like I wasn't there to appreciate the Beatles or Cellar Dwellers or whatever. But you can still sort of go back and appreciate that. But yeah, I think there was that appreciation there. I mean, for the UK scene primarily, it was the Jump Off era. Mike Assassin, people like that going over, and then the WRC's 06. Archaic was in that, Respect BA, Stig of the Dump, then of course 07 with and Archaic as well. So that's kind of our path, our history, I suppose.
Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. So you think most fans probably got onto it after what was the moment that like got people really into it? You know what I'm saying? Like where you see like a lot more people starting to kind of come out the battles and things like that. What was the moment?
It was 4th birthday, I'd say, if I was to pinpoint one moment. Don't Flop's 4th birthday at the end of 2012. They'd had this incredible year that started with Blizzard versus Mark Grist and Lunacy. Those kind of happened at the same time I mentioned before. So they start getting huge views. They're doing festivals and people are coming out. And yeah, basically 4th birthday led into a 2012-2013 era where there are giant crowds, at these events. And that's what people lament now. I go to UK events all the time and they pretty much always in this place called Fiddler's Elbow in Camden, which next in line was at Shocks versus Gemini went down there, and Gemini versus Tox. Always like Scoops battle there multiple times. Always classic. You'll recognize it in the same way you recognize like an iBattle storefront or Black Star, or it's just one of those sort of battle locations.
Has that marking. It's like
that ubiquity.
Yeah. It's a landmark.
And it was funny actually because I was just watching Snake Eyes versus Saga before we went on.
Who'd you have winning, Tom? Don't
Saga,
do that.
Easy.
He beat my man's up like easy because I only made it through the first round and I thought it was close. But
clean. The first he was kind of had some okay stuff in there, but no, I thought I don't like Saga's Snake. I love Metal Gear, but I think that's a cheap punch.
Yeah, you didn't like that. You didn't like it, but
no. Especially when he had to run it back, and it's like I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a gimmick.
What do you think about shit like that? Because I mean, listen, no offense, because I kind of be feeling like, like people that's not really into the street shit so much, they love that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what type of like what more you edge toward, but shit like that, them gimmicks and all, it be hit or miss to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I hate them.
Be honest. But what do you think?
It's steroids, yeah. It's gonna get a reaction just because it's something novel, something new. Oh, I know that sound because I went to fucking Shadow Moses, Shad Snake, and all that sort of stuff. It's that kind of thing. Like the reason, personally, just for me, that I love battle rap, and everyone has their different reasons. But I come from a sort of just being into writing and poetry and all that sort of stuff, spoken word and theatre, and not to a massive extent, but I am sort of into that, and I like that sort of close reading and stuff. And I guess I just like the original writing, and I just felt that's what keeps me coming back. That's why I love guys like Ty Law, and B Magic and stuff like that. Real kind of almost like Ty Law stuff, for example, is almost too written. I feel
it's kind of like much. It's too dense. Yeah,
it's kind of like I really love 30 Rock, Tina Fey, Tracy Morgan comedy, and my friend had this analysis of it the other day, and it's very true. It's like it's about writers, and it's written by writers, and almost the audience is writers. Like, it's got so many dense jokes. You know, it's not just like a sort of play by play. And I feel like some people like Ty Law, for example, are like that, where it's like, okay, that didn't really hit, but I like respect it. And I think Saga had a lot of that stuff here as well. He had a really crazy colonize reference, calling eyes. I mean, I don't really want to spoil it, but yeah, I thought he was good, and I thought his snake punches were nice as well. No eating, just sleep and train, pursuit of happiness.
Exactly. I mean, all right, I got you. I gotta watch the whole joint. I was only able to get the first round in all that. So, but the lyrical, as far as the lyrical content, okay. All right, SM8 is coming up around the corner. Now, from what I hear, everything that I've ever heard about UK fans of just hip hop in general, y'all like the lyrical shit. Like y'all still, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all 36 chambers and backpacks and like y'all those types of fans. Like, so
that's it.
Is that really what it's gonna be tomorrow? Like, or y'all just gonna cheer for anything? Let's just be honest. Y'all about to just go up there and let them get anything off? Like, what's going on?
I mean, there are so many huge stars coming over that I think it's going to bring a complete different magnetic pull to the audience. I don't know if you were aware of the Battle of the Brave event that went down here a few years ago.
No, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, so it was like this giant event. I mean, that was where Pat Stay versus Hollow went down, the original one. That had to stop for time, and JC versus Arsenal, and incredible fairy tale story that went down there as well, where basically no one had battled for like 2 hours. So Clips is just like, let's just have a battle. Let's just put on a random battle. Clips to battle Gemini there. Great one-rounder. And Clips brought this random guy out the crowd to battle this other guy. This guy went down a storm. This guy was Scoop, who has since battled DNA and Shotty P and, all these various names like Incredible Battler. So that went down there. But with the Battle of the Brave thing, the atmosphere was completely different. It felt like a kind of URL event, for want of a better term. Like, it felt aggy and aggressive and not maybe as, patient as you were saying, the way people are listening to the bars, listening out for it. And, everyone always asks, where have those crowds gone, as well as the old crowds from the 4th birthday, 5th birthday? And the truth is that there's a certain, demographic, something kind of anti what you were saying maybe, but embodying it as well, that we don't normally see. So I think it's going to be a different crowd, but I think people are going to be listening. I think people are going to be starstruck. I'm certainly going to be starstruck.
Oh yeah. Okay, all right. I'm glad you're keeping it real. I'm about to say, because when we get out there, we got Arsenal talking that shit, or we get New Jersey Twerk strapped in.
Oh my God, that first strapped in.
Yeah,
it's going to be a nuclear waste in it. Like, Arsenal. I don't know if Arse is like low-key trash. I don't really.
Hold up, we getting the real
people
time.
In the UK. People in the UK, we love Arse. We have a kind of love-hate relationship with Arse, really, because he's given us some good performances. Although his Sharon performance is terrible, where he uses his phone constantly and tries to like style out him using it. It doesn't make any sense. It's terrible. But obviously he battled Shy. That's our most watched battle over here as well. But I mean, we'll get to DNA. The predictions later.
DNA.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was a good battle. That was a good fucking battle. Yeah, I had DNA winning that with DNA with the best ARS flips ever, putting it into that whole scheme over the few years, made a few stars with it. And he never uses the word cars as well, which I always commended him for. But yeah, that's a fucking sick scheme. And DNA wearing the Arsenal shirt as well to replicate the whole the whole shotty shit.
Arsenal's first round was crazy though. The Hacksaw Jim Duggan shit, that shit was fire. Like he was controlling the shit out of that room, man. That was okay. All right, so
yeah.
So as far as Arsenal, he gets a lot of love out there. Y'all like lyrics. Is it gonna bring out a different type? You said the hoods are out there too in the UK and all that. You know what I'm saying? So you think that demographic is gonna be more into trying to jump over here and see it, just because now it's URL, it's a different feel to it. It's gonna bring out a different audience.
Absolutely. Yeah, I really do. I mean, I don't know if it's sold out. I don't think it has actually. And it was interesting. Okay. I don't know if you've even anyone overseas has really appreciated this, but this is the ticket itself. The price of the ticket has caused a huge furore because it's because it's the most expensive ticket in the history of UK Battle Rap. This is. There's never been something on this wavelength. I mean, Battle of the Brave may have been the one I was mentioning with Scoop, but I don't think it was. It's certainly more expensive than any Don't Flop event has ever been. I think the most expensive Don't Flop event has been like £30 for 3 days or something, and maybe Tom, the VIP. So
Tom, at this point, I got to show my American ignorance. As I pull up calculator pounds to American cash.
Yeah. What is the? I'd say it's about 100 odd. I don't know. Let's work it out properly. Yeah.
As
$103 apparently.
It's 100. The ticket is $103, and that's the most it's ever been for a battle rap event.
Never been anywhere close to that. I mean, maybe again that one event I mentioned before, but on average, it's a third of that.
Wow. Interesting. So for
that reason, a lot of people are saying I'm not going. On the UK Battle Rap Facebook group, which is kind of our most popular group or whatever, loads of battlers are like, why the fuck aren't I on the guest list? People revolting. I mean, me personally, I don't give a fuck. I'm happy to pay this. I think it's worth this, especially for Gemini versus Soul, but all these other battles as well. But yeah, it's been interesting. It hasn't been the immediate sellout that maybe, I don't know, I don't know if they would have anticipated that, because I know obviously the pay-per-view is the big money maker here, but yeah, maybe the interest from certain crowds aren't that big. Maybe it'll be more on the day, but yeah, the £80 is a stickler for a lot of people.
Damn. Okay. I didn't even know that. Wait. All right. So let me get to something else. Paying homage to where it's at and all that. Because I seen Shotty Horror drop a tweet like, "Damn, can I be on the list or
right?
What are we doing?" So what is your thought on that? Like, you know what I mean? Do you feel like, because you're a part of the scene, you've been out there, you know what I'm saying? You've been outside with interviews and, you know what I mean? And especially over there where it's not as big as over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of just appeal, how do you feel about them coming over and not having people that's been a part of shit on the list or whatnot? You know what I mean?
I mean, certain people like Shotty or whatever, like, you know, it'd be no different to have an organic or for to have Smack at one of his events or something like that. When you get that sort of Titan tier, you know, there's real influential sort of people, then that's fair enough. But there's a lot of just random guys on the PG cards kicking off and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I hope gets to introduce a battle, or, you know, I hope, like, I love the fact that they put on Soul versus Gemini. I mean, I would have loved the fact anyway if they did a UK battle, or if Shocks got to battle Glueezy or something like that. Because
let's just be real, Tom. Let's be real. Let's be honest here. Tay Rock and Shotty Horror is supposed to be the main event here. Like, I mean, I know Shotty got his career and shit going, but that's the main event. I'm sorry. Like, it is. Yeah. Can we just stop? I mean, it's only, you know, we some hours away from it. Let's just stop pretending. Like, that's supposed to be the main event. You know what I mean? But I just want to get that one off.
I mean, yeah, Shotty's in his fucking Oasis bag right now, so he's not. I mean, he's shout out to Shotty, but, you know, he's channeling his Gallagher. But yeah, I would have loved to have. I would have loved to have seen that. I mean, Shotty is an incredible fucking battler, and, you know, like I say, it's just it's awesome that they didn't just transplant this thing here for the sake of it, and, you know, they're really kind of embodying it. I mean, you know, they're putting on this battle, but, you know, Soul versus Gemini. If you did a census of 1,000 battle rap fans in this country, it'd probably be the #1 most requested battle.
That is the marquee battle. All right, so cool. I'm glad that you got into that, because Soul versus Gemini, when I saw it on the card, I'm like, cool, we showing UK some love. Then I was like, wait a minute, Soul is that dude.
Oh yeah,
Gemini's that. Like, this is a big deal, and so this is the battle that everybody. This is a marquee matchup. This is it right here.
This is the one. I mean, you know, there's maybe some money matches left, like Luna versus Shotty, or, you know, something like that. Obviously, both of those guys are kind of in the music game, whatever. But in terms of like skill level, these guys are always been the top two. You know, they've been the most active. They've had incredible performances. Gemini, arguably, and this is a crazy thing to say, but I'm serious. Gemini arguably has never lost a round. Seriously,
a round? Come on,
a round.
I don't know if you can get. Can you?
I mean, a lot of people say the his second against Tally, which I guess you might not have seen, Sunburn, where he sort of choked, but he choked a little against Tox as well. But he's had 13 battles, and I've just got Verse Tracker up now, and yeah, he probably didn't lose a round. Like, it's crazy, man. But I mean, Soul is the hardest competition anyone will ever face in a battling career. So it's good. I mean, if they both come their best. If they're both at their best, it will be the best battle of the night.
All right, so now, Tom.
Horribly biased thing to say.
Tom, Tom, you. That's a fact. So, but let me just address you because listen, we gonna let some people up here. I see y'all punching in the comments. Now you gotta get some of the slander because in the society, man, this is how we show our love. So you sound like a Guy Ritchie villain. Let me get that one off. Make sure the people know that you sound like a getaway driver. Hugh Grant, you getting that?
Getaway driver.
You know what I'm saying? Tom from MySpace, like you getting
Tom from MySpace. Right.
That's what they doing.
Yeah.
They doing that. You know what I mean? So that's they fuck with you. But anyway, so where is this joint at? Like what's the location? Is it downtown? Like I don't really know anything about the geography out there, but like where is it?
Yeah, it's at the Steel Yard, which I've not been to before, a nightclub. I don't really know London too well, but yeah, it's basically not in Ministry of Sound, which they normally do all the sort of bigger events in, like Battle of the Brave and like sort of the bigger Don't Flop birthday stuff. So yeah, it's in a new venue. I mean, I have sort of scoped out a little bit. The reviews and stuff seem to be really good. It seems to host a lot of big dance nights and stuff like that. It looks pretty cavernous. Like, wasn't one of the more recent URL ones a bit similar? It was a new event.
Yeah, that was the last joint. The shit, what was that called?
The Strike, right?
Yeah, the Strike card. Damn, how did I forget that? So I was there, and that room could easily hold somewhere around 2,000 people, and it was maybe about 150 of us. That's a fact.
That's crazy.
Like so it was cavernous. That is the word for it, for sure. Like, but and that can affect it. But I don't see y'all being like that though. You said it hasn't sold out yet?
I don't think it has sold out. No, I mean these places can pack, quite a lot. So who knows what it's going to go to? I reckon it will. I reckon it'll have a big crowd there. There's a lot of people that I know that are going down and stuff. We're going to meet beforehand, and there's a lot of media organisations there. And obviously, I should say as well on the Battle Rap Resume channel, I get my fucking Battle Rap Chris on where possible and do like interviews outside and shit like that.
Voldemort out this mother. You just mentioned Voldemort out this motherfucker. Yeah. Like you just did that, but it's cool. I understand.
He's like Cannabis Chris now. Have you seen that? He's like changed his whole thing. It's weird.
What you mean, Cannabis Chris? What does that mean?
Yeah, so I mean, in Canada, marijuana went legal recently, and he's kind of a freelance journalist. Obviously, he used to be Battle Rap Chris. Then he was Hip Hop DX Chris, I think, because he was like managing editor there, which is fucking crazy. And then I think he's gotten into that new untapped market of sort of cannabis media in Canada. So he's like Cannabis Chris now and stuff. So
damn, that's
a little bit of a nothing tangent. So I'm going to do interviews outside and stuff like that. So obviously going to get in touch with everyone that's there. I want to fucking meet Smack and Bees and Tay Rock and Pat Stay, and it's going to be fucking crazy. And obviously if anyone's there tomorrow as well, say hi, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So let me address you on some because I'm gonna let people up here and they're gonna talk to you about stuff, but I need to set some they need to get a taste of where your interests may lie. Now, me and you had a conversation on WhatsApp. Shout out to WhatsApp, and I asked you who was Battler of the Year, and I said K-Shine or Geechee. And you told me Geechee, and I need to know why, Tom, because I figure, hey, I'm cool with you, but I gotta address you when we talk here because I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on?
Really, you don't know what I'm talking about?
What's up, Tom? Come on, man.
Like I don't know, like I've never really been a big K-Shine fan, to be honest with you. I mean, one of the terms you introduced me to on Black Compass is the Starburst flow. And it's just so scatter. I don't really, his punchlines don't really connect with me or excite me. And again, Geechee Gotti for me, I think he's quite simplistic in a successful kind of way. And I just prefer the presentation. And he feels newer to me as well. A bit more novel, I suppose. I just don't know. K-Shine for me. Never been one, Tone. Never been one.
Nah, you never been a fan
of
K-Shine?
No.
What is it?
He's fine. I don't know.
Why are you
I've watched a lot of him, and I can't really remember any like crazy punches or anything like that. Like I don't know. Like it just doesn't. No, just I prefer Geechee.
There's no lines from him where you were like. Yeah, like
what's some crazy K-Shine?
Okay, all right, wait a minute. Is it because so you you're like a lyrical miracle dude. You're that guy. But that's why you don't like. But But K
No.
Shine is lyrically okay. Between him and Geechee, he's not better than Geechee lyrically.
I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm not deciding the champion on the sort of lyrical axis here. I'm just deciding who I like more. I mean, they're not. Yeah, they're not the sort of ones that I would necessarily go to. I definitely prefer Geechee's writing, but yeah, K Shine. Just I don't know. He's fine. Like if he wins it, good. Well done.
Okay, all right.
It's a nice narrative that it's popped up, and I mean, arguably those two should battle in a band battle that gets released on New Year's Eve or something.
Right. On some set that up. Now we had an idea. If people really, really wanted to see that, would people crowdfund it? Would the culture support that? I think they would. I think people would pay for that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. What do you think about that?
No, I think so. I think one of the things that we've witnessed doing our separate podcasts, Patreon and PayPal and all this sort of stuff, that sort of democratization of paying, and it kind of doesn't really feel like money as well when it's digital. But you're completely right. If there was something that was just because I paid for Disaster versus Chase Banks, as I'm sure many other people did. $10. What the fuck? I'll give back to Disaster. It's like I remember when Louis C.K. sort of pioneered that idea on Radiohead. And people sort of playing with it a little bit, and battling's definitely worth it. Like there's certain battles that I love that I've probably watched hundreds of times, like more than I've listened to any album or watched any film, or really something that I value and treasure and just love going back to. So it's like, why wouldn't I try and do something like a Geechee K Shine, like in this context, which has never really existed in battle rap? These two guys going for this huge money prize, and one kind of coming out left to center, and they're both being equal, and they've not battled yet. And it's like, I think what the fuck, like $5, like anything, like you kind of have to just get to a certain level, like what, 20,000, 30,000, something like that. Keep it going. Why stop?
Exactly. No, I'm with you on that. Now let's do this because you a big Danny Myers fan. Danny Myers and Rum Nitty. Yeah, let's address you, Tom. I'm on my second drink. This is gonna be one of them nights, people. It's one of them nights. God damn it.
Danny Myers or Rum Nitty? Danny Myers.
What?
Yep.
Tom, listen, this is the shit I'm talking about. I gotta talk to you now like we on the train somewhere in Jersey. Like I'm not about to talk to you like, UK Tom, like, nah, Tom, explain this, bruh. Explain it. There's no way Danny Myers over Rum Nitty. How? Where?
Oh man, it's multifaceted, and it's also because I've had the chance to speak to Danny. He was on Battle Rap Resume, and it was a fucking great episode, and I love Danny, and I love fucking Rum Nitty. And I should say, this is by a hair's breadth, because I did do an episode on the show recently, my top 10 favorite bars, which might be a fun episode for you guys to do in the future, or some sort of variation of it. Like just come up with a list of the lines that you just remember and just whatever love. So Nitty and Danny were both on that list. So the Nitty one was the people be penny pinching, mine be nickel squeezing, and the Danny one was against Chiller, which is still the best Danny Myers performance, I'd say, versus Chiller.
Do you think that's better than Danger Zone? You think that was better?
Way better. Yeah. I think his first and second in that are absolutely like phenomenal. But it depends if you're into that style of battle. Like I mentioned before, I know no one likes Danny and he's goofy and whatever, and he's a Ninja Turtle. But it's like, for me, it's like he's on the front lines of wordplay. Like he's a mad scientist. Like a lot of it doesn't stick, and he's kind of ridiculous.
He's random. He is random.
Yeah. Tried to Triceratops. It's like, what the fuck, But for me, it's just, I don't know. My hair stand on end sometimes when he delivers a punch and he gets it off, and he has that aggression and that personality. And Rum Nitty's a bit too much of a smooth operator, I suppose. I think Danny sells the bar better.
Okay. I got you. Nitty can be a little bit robotic. I think Danny has some of the worst setups of the more lyrical people. Danny's setups are terrible. They're fucking horrible. The punch might be fire, but listen, I'm telling you, everybody's gonna get mad at me because Danny Myers has a great coalition of people online. But everybody's gonna get mad at me. Tell me Danny's setups ain't trash. Yikes.
I mean, yeah, they're a little. They are. I mean, sometimes you've got to ignore certain elements of things to enjoy the rest. Like, I have friends. Like I really love Lost, but I have friends who hate Lost. They love the first 4 seasons, but because they hate seasons 5 and 6, they just hate the whole thing, which doesn't make sense to me. It's like hating a whole night at a restaurant because the dessert was shit, and it's like the punches from Danny are so strong that I can just dismiss.
You just dismiss the bullshit. Hey, matter of fact, yo, fuck you for bringing up Lost. That shit ruins everything. Lost is the reason why I can't watch TV correctly anymore.
Jesus.
Like, I can't watch a TV show because I'm thinking in my head, if this shit ends on some like nothing happened in Lost. Like, it was the ending of Lost fucked me up. I'm like,
the ending of Lost was shit. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. But
I invested all this goddamn time. You know what I'm saying?
But what's the payoff, though? Is the payoff a good ending or a good experience so far?
No, we're not doing that. That Sopranos, no, we're not doing that.
Yo, Sopranos is fire, man.
It is fire, but I can't watch, once I get toward the end of it, I'm like, I may as well turn this off because I'm going to get mad again. Because I get nothing. You got to give me an ending, something. Anyway.
It did end.
Yeah, man.
It ended with the reality of mob life in post 9/11 America. It ended with him being scalped in front of his family, Carmela screaming because her husband was a mob boss. He was going to get killed.
Yeah, Tom, just because, you know what? You persuasive. You English. Yeah. All right. But you're not going to get that off. Nah, Sopranos ended with trash. We're not about to do that. All right, so let me get some people up here and all that. And we're going to continue to talk about everything I want to talk about. I got my man Tom up here from Battle Rap Resume. It's a Friday right before SMA out in the UK. If you haven't copped the pay-per-view, get the goddamn pay-per-view. Watch the battles. There's some important battles here. And we're going to get up here. We're going to punch through time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get my man Cam on. Cam is from over there. You know what I'm saying? Cam, what up, bro?
Hey, yo, y'all hear me?
I got you.
Yo.
You hear me? Tom, I just hit you up about the fucking face-offs and shit.
Yeah, man. Good to speak to you, bro.
Good to speak to you, laddie. Here, I have to say this. I'm fucking a bottle of Henny and 7 cans of whatever the fuck I was giving down, right? I'm all the way fucked.
Right.
I'm here. I'll meet you at SMA, but I wanted to say I've heard a few things. First of all, the Mark Grist and Blizzard is where most of our fans came from. It wasn't the Shorty Horror versus Luna. Shorty Horror versus Arsenal.
No. I didn't. I said Luna, and then Mark Grist and Blizzard. Those were the two things.
Mark Grist and Blizzard. Okay, that's
yeah,
y'all.
It wasn't Shotty.
That's y'all.
No, I think Shotty was when it got big, but he didn't get people into it.
But the thing is,
that's like your version of Lux versus Mook. That's your version of that. That the word that
it's
kind of
not.
started.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
All right.
That's its own thing. So, Mark Grist and Blizzard, when it got on the news, a lot of people who never seen URL, who still haven't, got into UK battle rap, and they've never left. Now, Tom knows this, that there's a lot of people that are very fucking ignorant to the culture. Very fucking ignorant. That they won't want to listen to URL. They won't come to SMA. I know 1 or 2 battlers that I believe I'm saying this right, that are on the PG card but are not going anymore because they expected to be part of the guest list.
Yep, we mentioned this, yeah.
Yeah, I heard a bit of this. You mentioned that they were wanting to be on it for what they've done. You never mentioned
I didn't know they weren't. I didn't know they weren't going, though. They were abdicating. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild that they think they're privileged to do that. Like, I mean, this is the #1 league in speaking, like, English-speaking battle rap. Let's be honest. It's the #1. They should feel so fucking privileged to do that. And this is, I'm not going to name names. People who know, they fucking know. But they shouldn't be expected to do that with the top league. Honestly. Like, it's fucking wild.
Crazy,
what was I supposed to say?
I'm interested to know if it's really like that, like they feel like yo, what do they want to happen? Do they want like more shout outs? Do they want people to, what do they want people to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Honestly, I don't even know. I can tell you the real problem with UK battle rap, and I'm sure I've talked to Tom a little bit of this in comments and shit and whatever. But this is the real problem, right? So it's good that URL's here. I think I mentioned this on a recap of an event before. UK battle rap almost promotes itself within itself. So, Tom, shout out to you again. I'm being nice because I'm not trying to punch on you. I'm not trying to punch on you.
Yeah,
Let it
punch
go,
on
man.
time.
Hold on.
That's what we here for.
The problem
open.
is with UK battle rap is that it promotes inside itself. So it's never going to get new fans because it's so forum orientated. You glided past the forum as if it wasn't something that dictated years upon battling. Like, for example, Rob Wilson versus Big T. Rob Wilson, who the fuck is that?
Nah, that was a good battle. That was a good battle.
That was a one-rounder.
Rob,
It was
Rob
shit.
Wilson bodied Big T, so...
It was shit. No, that is UK battle rap jargon. That is just bollocks. That is just bollocks.
We have a meta game that the US don't, and it's just part of battle rap. You just got to accept that.
And
Like,
I
there
think
is a
we need to get
meta-ness
rid of
to
it. I think it needs
I
to
don't
be a
think so.
market. Like what we have here, which is great that we can speak to UK battlers legit from comments, but part of it, we can't just holler at Tay-Rock and comment on a post. We can't just holler at Hold It On because they're stars above us. Honestly,
you think people should be paying a little bit more homage to Smack coming in there, or what? Taking
a
advantage
lot,
of the opportunity?
fucking
What do you
a lot
think?
more. A lot more. Honestly, I really feel that at least, I mean, that's the thing. So the difference between what URL done and what King of the Dot done. Okay, so King of the Dot came over with Chalked Out, but they came over and brought a lot of their lower tier battlers to the UK to battle our UK stars. At least with URL, they've brought their talent and the best of their talent that are going to get millions of views. They've brought them to the UK, and then they've had them battle each other. Like from what I remember of rumors, like I remember rumors of Cassidy being on the UK card. Like they were planning, like that was all going to be happening here, and they were trying to bring everything to the UK. It felt like other leagues, like King of the Dot, that get a lot of love from UK fans because it's okay. I'll be honest as well. Before I get back into that, UK fans like the battlers from America and Canada that battle the UK battlers. They don't go outside of that.
Oh.
Wait, honestly,
so it's just exposure, right? So now after this, you expect that a lot of people are going to get a lot of fans or have the chance to gain a lot of fans over there after this SMA thing.
I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. But I kind of feel like because they're battling each other, I don't know what the event's going to be like. Like I'm there, and the PG event after, I'm all there. But the problem is, like for example, maybe DNA. I think people watch DNA battles, but for a lot of people like John the Don who battled R, etc., they only watch these battles. That when they battle UK people, they don't go beyond and search them. Like, I mean, I was like 14. I watched Professor Green beat Sirius Jones on Jump Off, and I went on this fucking road to all through battle rap and shit, right? And I don't think enough people go on that road to check everything, and it's really ignorant. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying about the forum, that it promotes inside itself, so it will never get bigger. It's in a rotation. That you can't expect us to have more fans, and the views drop because of it. You can't expect us to have more fans, more views, or anything because it's inside of itself. And that's what a lot of UK... shout out to you. But yeah,
I just needed to say pause on Black Compass.
I'm going to be listening. If you've got reballs, I'm going to be listening for that pause. Just you fucking wait. But yeah, like I said, the UK battle rap is all inside of itself, and it will never get.
The quality is still high though in the UK scene. There's been some incredible battles this year.
Hold on, Tom. Can you mention Dub Scandal? Like, shout out to Dub Scandal.
I mean, Dub Scandal, you know.
Well, wait. Who is this? Who is this person?
It's a league. It's based in a pub in Sheffield. Yeah.
Oh.
See?
I mean, outside of the pub.
Wait, Tom, damn, you got what's the problem, Tom? You got
there's no slang there. It's based in a pub called the.
No, but that's the thing though. But Tom, can you explain why some battlers on Dub get the best battlers of UK? Like some people who battle in pubs then end up on bigger cards with some of the best. Can you explain that?
Well, because it's just a small country by nature. There isn't really that infrastructure. These sort of leagues haven't existed in the past. Like, it used to be just Don't Flop and maybe one of a league. Now there's like probably 6, 7 active leagues in the country.
But the culture doesn't need a league. The culture is the culture. It doesn't need a league. It just moves on to the next league.
But they're free to make their own league if they wish. They're free to battle and have fun and write.
Yeah, they are. But the culture should follow with them if the battles are good.
What do you mean? What you're speaking is mystic.
Because
Alan
the
Moore
culture
over here, like I don't.
People look for battle rap. That in UK people do, and if the talent's there, the talent's there. Because I will say, Tony, bro, there's been a big fucking plummet in views.
Yes.
A huge plummet. It's unbelievable what's going on with that. It's almost become that the people who watch the forums are the UK forum. Like anyone that's in the groups tend to follow it. That's the views. And I will say the standard has dropped dramatically in the UK. Like really, and I've always, and people have a go at me, shout out to people that have a go at me on the forums or whatever about me being a hater or whatever of UK culture. It's that I know it can be better, but a lot of people aren't doing enough to make it better. They're not, that they're stumbling and they're picking out their phones and they're doing all these things that are just, I know the culture could do better, but it doesn't do better. Okay. But these are guys that are still considered of the higher tier.
Hopefully, I mean, hopefully having this event come to the UK inspires people to move a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the type of talent that you're gonna have out there and the performances and whatnot. Now let's get to. I want to get to this specifically. Okay. How big of an advantage is Tay Roc gonna, or a bigger disadvantage is Tay Roc gonna be having against Pat Stay, who's been out there? What's up? Let's punch on that, and I'm gonna get other folks up here. But Tom, I want to see what you got to say on that first. Before.
Yeah, I think Tay Roc. It's like with Pat, we love Pat over here. I think all these sort of environments love Pat, but I think with Tay Roc, there's going to be the novelty aspect of it as well. It's going to be something completely new. That sort of yapping jackhammer approach that he has. I think it's going to connect with the crowd.
He's a yapping jackhammer.
Yeah,
you're so English. Right, keep on going, pal. Hey, I like hearing what you're saying, pal.
Yeah. But I mean, I think he's going to connect well. As I say, I think he's going to do well. I think it'll be, a fun battle. They're both on really strong streaks. But if I'm right, Tay Roc, the Goods battle was a bit trash, right?
No.
Wait, Tay Roc's what is a little trash?
Tay Roc versus Goods.
Yeah, I didn't actually see that. I heard no.
Oh no! That was a great battle.
Against who?
No.
Against Goods.
I don't think he was trash. Well, he wasn't that good though. No. He was okay.
That was a great battle.
He was okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't all time or anything.
It was the second he got booed on, but the first and third were good rounds. There's no denying.
Yeah, that's a fact. I can't be too hard on him for that one.
Yeah. Like that. It just wasn't expected that Tay Roc's second. We were expecting if Tay Roc's second was the good round. Let's say Tay Roc's second was his first, then it's an average Tay Roc. Mm-hmm. But it's because of the second that's made such a detrimental effect to Tay Roc but his first and third. No, sorry, Tom, continue, pal. I just thought I'd chime in there.
Go ahead,
no, I'm done really. I'm done. Yeah. That's all I was saying. Yeah.
So they're on about the novelty of Tay Roc. Okay, now the novelty. I think he is new, so he's going to get reaction. This is his first time here.
Mm-hmm. Y'all gonna show him love. Yeah.
We're gonna show him love. Now, I can sense this coming. So whether this show comes out before or this is just a talk, I don't know. It's good to speak to Tom anyway. I've got a feeling that Pat Stay is going to have a round. If I put money on it on the second round, Pat Stay is going to talk about the Manchester Bar versus Hall of the Dawn.
Right.
And that is going to fucking blow up the. That's a bad word. That's going to go ahead.
Yeah.
That's a crazy word, and I didn't even mean that. I'm like I said, I'm kind of wasted. That is going to affect the room and change everything about what Tay Roc is saying. If Pat does it right, Pat is very good at the angles, but if he does that right, that the whole room's going to switch on Tay Roc. Damn. That for right now. What that is, it's still a very touchy subject because a lot of these and I'll say this in battle rap, I'm not going to take it outside with families, mention all that. This I'm not going to mention that. But a lot of the battlers in UK battle rap, when that bar was mentioned, so I'm going to mention Bobby Rex, Raptor, Shotty Horror, all these people, they all had a really big problem with that bar. They had a huge problem. I mentioned this last time about this sort of thing. They had a problem with it. If that's done right versus Tay-Rock, if that's done to his face like that, the UK is going to be all behind that. And I don't know how a Tay-Rock second is going to do. If Pat's second goes first, he hits that angle, I think it'll be crickets. If it's done correctly. If I was Pat, I'd be aiming at that. That and I'm not Pat stay.
Yeah, we gotta address that. We gotta address that.
Yeah.
Let me do this though. Let me get Don on. Don, what's going on, brother?
Let's see what the people saying.
Don.
Yo.
What's going on, bro? What up? Talk to me. You new here. What's on your mind, man? We talking SMA. I got my man Tom up here. You know what I mean? Talk to me.
Listen.
Hey, yo, I'm here too.
Yeah, shout out to Cam.
Cam's here too,
You
bro.
men hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say Smack's been finessing us, fam. Yeah? I looked at that Geechee and Rum Nitty trailer and I saw the Summer Madness 8 picture. I'm thinking, them man are battling there, blood.
Yeah.
A man showing a live stream. That's what he's doing.
Wait, they're doing.
Yeah, it's not going to happen live. They've pre-recorded it like a band battle, and we're just going to watch it with the crowd. But obviously, it's not going to pause for our reaction. So what the fuck?
Uncle Smack, man, come on, man. You can't be doing niggas like that, son.
I always say, though, if it's anything...
Wait, Don, I had no clue you were also British. Now, they punched on me in the group. They like, yo, it's mad Brits here, and they don't know what to do. But, like, so Don, where are you from, bro? What's up? What's your story, man?
Yeah, I'm from Birmingham, man. Birmingham.
Okay.
Birmingham.
The second city, you get me.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Are you from Brum as well, fam?
Yeah, I'm from Brum, man. Sutton, yeah.
Yeah, man. My G. So tomorrow you're reaching, yeah? You're going to be in the building?
Yeah, I'm there, man. I'll be doing interviews there, man.
I'll see you there. Then, Tony, bro, it's a shame that you couldn't be there still, so I could punch on you in person.
Yo, listen, man, listen. I'm not getting my ass up overseas. I guarantee that. I'm not getting the passport stamp and get my ass up. I ain't doing that. No.
Yo, it should be fire though, man. I'm hoping that niggas come on their shit, man, and they don't give us that fucking second-rate UK performance that they always give us, man.
So you one of them street fans that I keep hearing about. You one of the street niggas from out there, huh?
I'm from the hood.
You from the hood?
I'm from the hood. Yeah. I come from the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
10 hours working, 8 hours trapping, 6 hours sleeping. Do the maths.
Okay. All right. Do the. All right. So wait. So is this do you usually fuck with the UK events or what? Like, are you involved with the scene out there? Or you just.
To keep it 100 with you, I don't fuck with UK battle rap, man. Shit's dead, man. Shit's dead. It's not my kind of shit. I need Geechee and Rum, like I'm saying. I need Geechee and Rum. I can't get down with fucking Raptor and these, man. Just bare mumbling, man. I can't fuck with that shit.
Soul versus Gem. You looking forward to that, or?
I'm not looking forward to it, but if they surprise me, to be honest with you, I've never watched a Soul battle in my life. I've never watched a fucking Gem battle in my life.
Wow, son, you sleeping on Soul? Wow, so fire! Yo, I would have liked Soul and Danny would have been the one on this.
Oh man, that's the
you know what though? I'm hoping that I do get surprised, and I hope that does be the battle of the night, so we can support the UK shit in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that, but to be honest with you, bro,
my Scottish soul.
Yo, my bad, man. But yo, I need that street shit, man. I need Shotgun Shug putting his fucking gun fingers over T-Top's head. That's what I need. Get me. I need
Okay. I like what Don talking about.
I need
Talk,
that.
Don.
I need that. That's what I need, fam. That's what I need, blood. All that other shit. Miss me with that, man. Miss me with that. I'm here right now, sipping on some Ciroc, smoking on some glue. Niggas know what bag I'm in. Yeah?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
See, Tom, this guy's Don's the type of fan that you need to reach out to.
Yeah, this is what I like.
He's the type of fan. You need to reach out to him because I feel like what's going on. Tom, you're one side, I'm the middle, Don's at the other end.
Yeah, it's pretty perfect trio, actually.
You need to reach out to him. Brother and all of them need to reach out to him because you need to get him into UK battle rap.
So wait a minute, Don. So all right, cool. Yo. So let me address you real quick. Now, Now, the type of people that rock with, so I listen to some UK rap here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know street niggas out there. I seen the ASAP Rocky, Skepta. I seen the video. I know how y'all get down. Is it gonna be more of that?
Not the same anymore, man.
Is it
Skepta's
more?
Not the same anymore, man.
Oh, he not real. He not. I thought he was powerful.
I'm not
out
saying he's
there.
not real. I'm not saying he's real powerful, but he's not the same as he once was, man. If you want that street shit, you need Blade Brown. Them kind of man, Blade Brown, Nines, Scraps, them kind of man. If you want street shit, Skepta's not really doing street shit, man. Like Grime, that's not street shit, bro. Not to me.
No,
That ain't
okay.
street shit, man. I need that trap shit. Yeah.
So
Blade Brown.
So more the people that's into that is going to be out there at the joint. I'm trying to see who's going to pull up to this joint.
I'm hoping.
This atmosphere.
I'm hoping I'm not a dinosaur in that bitch. I'm hoping there's gonna be real niggas in the building.
Yo, don't worry, don't you worry, I'm there, pal. There's at least one.
Oh
You get me?
man.
At least there's gonna be one there. You get me? But I'll be real with you. In the crowds is kind of what makes me not fuck with the fucking UK shit, because it seems like it's just loads of uni students, man. Like, it's just
Guilty.
loads of uni students, man. I need.
Guilty. He said guilty. That's what I be saying.
Yo, the crowd's not the same. Niggas be clapping and shit. Blood, why am I clapping? It's not fucking
With our
opera.
hands.
This ain't no opera, nigga. Why am I clapping?
Here, Don. How cringy is it when the UK fans
Yo.
do the brrrr? They get the
Oh,
fingers
Yeah,
out.
is that a thing? I thought that was a thing
Yeah,
out
it's
there.
a thing.
Son.
That's a thing.
nah. In 2005, yeah. In 2005, nigga, in 2008.
That was fine. No, 2016, bro. I was terrible.
Hey yo, Tom, you hear this shit? Tom, don't be doing. Don't let them do that out there, Tom. Don't let them do that
It's
out
true.
there.
It's true, man.
If anyone does brap fingers next to me, I'm slapping their hand out.
Yo, I swear. I don't want to see no brrr. I don't want to see none of that unless it's Smack. Smack's the only one that can brrr. You get me?
Well,
I don't want to see niggas doing that shit.
Okay.
It's kind of wild for real, like kind of wild.
Okay, let me address Don real quick. I'm gonna address Don because I see, because I hear what type of fan you is. Yeah, we being cool and shit because you new up here, but Iron Solomon about to beat T Top. He about to beat T Top. So what you gonna do about the street guy, street brummy?
Okay.
What's up? What you gonna say then? Because that's gonna happen.
I agree with you 100%.
Wait,
See,
really?
Yeah, but I'm not biased, bro. I'm not biased. T-Top to me,
We keeping it real.
I don't really fuck with T-Top like that.
Okay.
Nigga, Goods told that nigga, y'all niggas, what did he say? He told y'all niggas, let this nigga come up here and talk about money, and y'all believe him. Fucking hell, blood. It's real shit. This nigga fat, sloppy, dirty nigga. I ain't hear that shit, nigga.
What was it good said? You the only one bagging up with your titties out.
I bet you any money. You the only one bagging up with your titties out, nigga. How much you want to bet? I'll be better dressed than T-Top tomorrow. How much you want to bet?
Come
This
on,
nigga,
man.
yo,
Don't do
man.
that. Don't do that. Wait. So you saying Iron about to Iron 3-0? What's the prediction?
I'll give him 2-1. Because
Okay.
T-Top does bring it out sometimes, and he does show up. But for me, he's too basic, man. He's too basic.
Too basic.
Tay-Rock is another one. He's too basic, man.
Yeah.
I need bars, bro. Rum Nitty, I was looking forward to that so much.
Yeah.
I'm pissed, bro. I'm pissed when I saw that little flag on there. Rum Nitty, Geechee Gatti. Oh, shit. That was what I wanted. That would have been the main event for me. Fuck Hollow and John. That would have been my main event. You get me?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I want to address Hollow and John soon. Actually, just keep it going. I want to address that. I have no idea what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really. So what is the latest
cancelled?
update?
Yeah,
I don't
Beasley
know.
had that tweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
where he showed John on the tube, but it was really quick, so I don't know if it was actually him or a lookalike, but it looked pretty much like him.
That wasn't John. That was Chico.
That was Chico. There we go.
That was Chico.
no.
That's one of the investors. That's Chico. That wasn't John.
no,
Okay.
John's not showing up.
We don't know. Like, we honestly don't know. No one's heard anything. He might be. Someone said in the Discord that he was like out today or like yesterday or something. I can't remember when, but he might be. But we don't know. We've been left in the dark. However, Briz is here, so I've got a feeling that Briz is battling someone. And if I'm
Nah, he's
making
not
it,
battling.
against,
Might be cancelled, man. Might be cancelled. He put a video up on
I
the
don't-
Tay-Rock live stream.
Mike P
I
is it
don't
Mike
think
P
it's
is
Mike P.
canceled?
Well,
I
he
don't
didn't
think
say
it's
it was
Mike
Mike
P.
P. But all the comments were saying it's Mike P, Mike P, Mike P. But he was saying he's not going to say the name. But him and Tay Rock were calling him a bitch, calling him out his name and all sorts of shit, man.
Wow.
What was that?
But apparently,
No.
one of the comments said, because I'm a comment nigga. I'm gonna tell you straight. I'm a comment nigga.
There you go.
Hey, someone admitted it. Someone admitted it.
Yeah. Good. Shout out to comment niggas. That's
One of the comments said that Mike P was he had tweeted that he's gonna put up his rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what made it official to me. I haven't seen the tweet personally.
Wow. That's crazy.
Apparently
man.
it was Mike P, but
You know,
Breezy's here and Breezy's saying
that could be bullshit though. Low key, that could be bullshit. But from what I've seen, even from Mike P, it might be Mike P, but I've also heard disaster. I've also
I
heard
don't wanna see
disasters
disaster,
coming.
man.
Disaster. Okay.
I don't want to see
Like disaster
man.
versus Briz. I heard that too.
I actually like that battle. I like that
Yeah,
battle.
me
But
too,
I just
me
wanna
too.
I just wanna know what the hell's going on. Tell me what's going on. God damn
You
it.
get me? That's it.
Don't
Just
even
let me
know. Hey.
Let me know. We're in the dark, man. Tomorrow probably end up being 3 battles on the card.
Yeah.
Probably. But that's the thing though. Like
Yeah.
my God, if Twerk better not fucking choke. If Twerk chokes,
Mm.
fuck
shit.
I might walk out. That's honestly, I'm not having it.
See y'all
Like-
the awkward silence crowd. Y'all like y'all not gonna say, y'all not gonna boo or nothing. Y'all just gonna just look at him like
We'll be silent. We'll just stare at him. There's nothing worse than 400 eyes staring at you as you choke.
Hey yo, Cam and Don, I appreciate y'all brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Giving me that
Yeah.
perspectives,
Love,
man.
love,
You know what I mean?
love,
So
I tell you, Tom. If you're doing interviews and shit, like I'll try find you. You know, what I
Yeah,
mean?
we'll
I'll be in
catch
the
up,
building.
man. Definitely, bro.
Yeah, and Don, I tell you what, shout out to you. I'll try find you too. I'll be in the
I never heard
building.
him speak the whole time, man.
Yeah, like
Someone else was on there as well.
all right.
Is someone else on here?
No, it's me. It's me, you, Tom. Yeah, it's Tom.
Yo.
Is me.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
Don, whatever you smoking, whatever you smoking, put it down. But yo, shout out to Don, shout out to Cam. Appreciate y'all,
Yeah,
bros,
yeah,
man.
love,
You know what I'm
love,
saying?
love,
Black
love.
Compass, man. I like to hear that, man. Don said he don't want to see none of that shit you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Tom, he don't care about none of that. He don't care about none of them bars. Like he trying to hear that street shit out there. You know what I mean? So, hold up though. Hold up. Let me do this real quick. I got a couple other people on. Tom, you still there?
Yo, yeah.
All
I'm
right,
here, man.
that's a
I'm
bet.
here.
That's
All
a bet. That's a bet. So let me get my man King Milo. King Milo, what up? Milo,
Yo.
what up?
What up, man?
Yeah, ain't nothing, man. Talk to me,
Yo.
man. What's up, man? Y'all had a lot to
First
say
of
in the
all-
joint. Yeah.
Oh yeah. First
Yeah,
of all,
yeah.
Shout out to,
Huh?
yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
First of all, shout out to Daniel Radcliffe, who was just on Idris Elba and Hugh Grant.
I'm still here, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
Still
sure, man.
Oh man,
Spellcaster.
yeah, man, Tom's still here,
Buffalo.
man. Talk to Tom.
I'm a-
yeah.
I'm a Guy Ritchie fan. You know, I love the movies. You know, Rock and Roller, Snatch, all of them. But
Snatch
you
is
know,
fire.
SM8. First, I wasn't too impressed with the first 4 announcements. I'm glad that they saying that John is in town.
Mm-hmm.
You know, according to that Beasley post on Instagram, it looked like he was riding with him on that subway.
Yeah, that wasn't
But-
him. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't him?
No, that was Chico.
Oh, okay. That kind of.
I was just told that actually on the show, but I mean, it did look a hell of a lot like him. But they need to fucking confirm this. It's very unprofessional. They're just milking it for the sales right now.
Right. I agree. I would have. You know, most people is killing Mike P in the comments. I don't mind Mike P, man. I think Mike P is nice. You know, I know a lot of people shit on him. I think the brother got some skills. You know, and you know, I've been wanting to see him more since that Shotgun Suge battle. You know, maybe he had a few battles under the radar, but I wouldn't mind seeing the brother. But as far as I heard y'all touch on Danny and Rum, now you know my caller. I'm from Los Angeles. This is where I'm calling from. I'm an LAFC,
Shout out to the West.
Oh, for sure, LAFC supporter.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta give Danny the edge on Rum on who's better because of the fact that Danny writes stuff that nobody else is writing. And to
Exactly.
be able to punch with haymakers at the same time. I will agree with Tony Bro that his setups are trash sometimes. His setups are trash sometimes. I came from because I'm a big Danny Meyer supporter. As far as like the top for battle of the year,
Yeah.
It's a contender. I got Verb, JC, Geechee, and K Shine for battle of the year. Now, if Danny can get Twerk for this Smack Volume 3, and I'm guessing it might be on there.
Yeah.
If he beats Twerk, I might have to throw Danny in there for battle of the year.
He got to be in the
And I know
running
he's
to
not-
you. He would be in the.
I think he would be in the
running.
running. If he could beat
Okay.
Twerk clear,
Okay.
he will be in there for the running, because I know he's not getting too much pub because of the guys that he has battled this year are not big names.
Right.
But we know Danny always put in work. Danny don't care who you are. If you won't smoke, he gonna bring it all 3 rounds. And that's
So-
the one thing we can appreciate from Danny.
So Danny's been giving you better performances. Who's been giving you better performances, Danny or Rum? Let's break that down. Let's get to the specifics here. Let's talk.
As far as this year,
Yeah,
I would
performances.
say-
Yeah.
performances, I would say Danny, because of the fact that Danny doesn't slack. You know what I mean? He doesn't stumble. He doesn't choke. You know what I mean? So we can always, it's almost like direct deposit with Danny. We know it's going to be in the bank. You know what I mean? Because we know what he's going to bring every single time. You know, so, and the battle today, Snake and Saga. I didn't hear nobody talk on that.
yeah.
I got Saga with the 30.
Yep.
Mean.
30 ball?
Definitely.
30 ball. Easy.
Wow.
Easy.
Wow.
And I'm gonna say another thing.
Yeah.
Saga's first round against Snake Eyes, I would have it for top 5 rounds of the year.
What?
It's
Yes.
fire. Yeah.
No.
That first
No.
round was
Better
crazy.
Visional
better
was stuck on
crazy.
Christ. We
Better
both
than
crossed
beat-out-
that.
beat-out's
First
third?
round was
Better-
beat-out's third. I said it's top 5. It's a top 5 round. I didn't say it was the best round. I said it's
No.
a top 5 round.
I could give you a couple. I feel like I just give you 4 off the bat that are better than that.
I'm talking about line for line. The setups was cold. The punches was cold. And I know everybody's not big on Christian battle rappers, whatever. I think that's being petty, but that's probably the best Saga I've seen in a long time, man.
Interesting.
I mean, like all 3 rounds, and we know Saga don't choke or stumble, but that's probably the best. I agree with Loso. He was back there in the back. He's back. You know.
Yeah. But you said that after the Snake effect. That was a bit gimmicky, no? The whole Metal Gear thing.
Yeah, but
Hell
the thing is, those lines were still hitting.
Yeah, they were.
He gave them lines that nobody else was using as far as like the snake angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
snake
serpent
metaphor.
manipulating women. Yeah.
Oh man, what's that? Adam and Eve, the snake. You brought the staff, the serpent in to bring down the man. That bar was crazy, man. I mean, Saga was in his bag. He was in rare form.
Let me get Raheem up here too, because he want to address you. You know what I'm saying? And me and Tom.
let him speak. Let him speak.
Yeah. Now Raheem, what's up?
We punching Black Compass.
Yeah, Raheem, what up? You gotta unmute yourself,
Yeah,
brother.
Raheem.
Word. Nah, as soon as he get it together, because he had a lot to say. And I see my man Links too. Let me get Links on.
Yeah, but like the Snake Eyes thing, it's like we had the Cain and Abel bar from him as well. We had just lots of chess
that was
moves,
kinda weak,
Horseman taking the L. It's like, come on, like.
Yeah, man.
this
It sound
shit.
like
Yeah,
sound like he
Links, we
forgot
got
his
you.
stuff.
We got you, Links. What's up?
Yo, Snake got 30, man. It's no
that's a
debate
fact.
about. He got 30.
He got
Like,
30.
Fact.
Like, if you're not from
Got
Brooklyn
30.
to understand he got shot in the leg, ACL stop, Broadway Junction. Like, as a New Yorker, I know every New Yorker seen that bar and was like, all right, that's over. Like, Saga was saying, I think Saga never really chokes, never stumbles. And I think out of the past 2-3 years, that was his best performance. Like, I think Braid Twist Saga is a new archetype for him.
Braid
Twist.
Twist.
Yeah, lead the
I'm saying.
Hey, Links,
Saga's dad
don't
happened to be retired.
Links. I'm about to do this to you. I'm about to challenge you on this Danny Rum Nitty thing. Like what's going on, man? Because this brother seems like he might be on some substance, some type of narcotic, something.
I got nitty. That's me personally. Like I had never heard certain type of bars, like just like the Souvenir bar, right? We have never heard some type of bar like that against Surf, against anybody that went against him. And I think that he has like probably like top 5 most intricate bars. Like just to find someone, like we've heard certain type of bars from him, and he just changes it like slightly into his like own way. We have never heard something like that. And I think Nitty is just amazing with that. It's just that Nitty can't really do big stages, and that pisses me off. Like it's not that he doesn't do great. It's just that the opponent also doesn't like go up to like the Surf battle, right? The 3rd round choke. he lost to JC in the consensus, even though he did well. Like if it was in a small room, JC and him would actually be better in my eyes because everyone would react a little bit more to Rum's verses.
I agree.
So I have JC winning, but I'm like, yo, y'all sleeping on Rum. Same thing with Rock. Everyone's saying this is too early for the big stage. So I think that the big stage is his only problem of his, but he still reaches it though.
Yeah, you know what? Can I say this?
Yeah,
the reason why I give
ahead.
Danny the edge, and I'm not even hating if somebody says Rum. I'm not even hating on that. The reason why I say Danny, because Danny is probably the only dude that we can think of in battle rap, other than probably Lux, that can spit the material he spit against B-Dot. He didn't even try to go another angle. He was like, dude, I'm going to match you. And we going to go at it just on this material alone. I don't think anybody else can write the way Danny did to match B-Dot on the topics that they was talking about. I don't think anybody else. Now, Rum is probably the most creative gun bar writer in battle rap, period, hands down. Nobody does it better, gun bars. The way his creativity and his intricacy, the way he does gun bars better than Rum. I'll give him that.
And I think one of the low-key attributes that Danny has is his momentum. Like when he starts going on like a train of just punches, it gets better and better. Like against K-Shine in the third round, and he was just going one way, and then he went the rounds on my neck like Akuma. I'm like, oh, he just keep punching and punching. I think that's one of his his attribute that no one really like recognizes. Like he can keep on going higher with his punches. You know, everybody just punch, be the same level. He just rises with his punches. So I give Danny that credit.
I think he benefited a lot. Like Tom, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but he benefited a lot from that small room situation with K-Shine. I felt like he got a lot of respect off that. Like, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a shame that he was just let down so often in different matchups coming up. But I mean, there's kind of a goofiness to Danny as well that kind of penetrates some of it. You know what I mean? He's kind of willing to go out on a limb, and I don't know, from listening to him on Angry Fan and just on Facebook and just, I think who he is plays into it. He's such a unique character. Like, he has 10 kids across like 10 different states, right? I don't really get that. Like, how does he have so many? It's like
hey, Tom, some people don't miss, man, you know? Some people don't miss.
But yeah, he killed it in the small. And I think, Danny is just a bit more successful on the bigger stages. And when he's gone up against the big, like the Pat Stay battle, for example, I don't think Nitty could do that to Pat.
Yeah. Hey, was Rum and Geechee really a band battle that they just added to SMA?
I think so.
Yeah, they did it last Sunday.
Yeah.
They just did it.
Yeah, because the trailer looks like a band battle. You know what I mean? Just from the trailer. Yeah. I'm just like, it looked like maybe 10 people was in a room. Like they were just standing in somebody's front yard and they just got it in. You know what I mean? I know that's a pause moment for a lot of New York dudes. But
it is. No, it is. It certainly is. Yeah.
And what was that bar Geechee had? Like the background school picture bar?
Oh, you don't know?
That was crazy.
No, it's not trash. It's not trash, son. You know, for public school, especially in New York,
okay.
Have that whack ass background picture, the blue lights and the red one.
And the one that he said he don't trip overseas. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a dope bar as well. I'm calling it now. I'm calling that battle a classic. I'm calling it a classic right now. I'm going out on a limb. Especially
if it's going to be like the Ill Will Calco, like just be so in your face. But the thing is, though, they're friends, though. So just to have that grittiness, but it's just going to be two dope artists like going against each other. Even though, you know, I don't know how deep they're going to go into like the actual battle, but I think just dope lines are going to be, you know, going like testing each other's pen, like on some JC Rum shit. But I just want to say my 5 for the year. Even though it's about to be the end of the year with Smack Volume 3 and SMA, I have K-Shine. I mean, not in order. K-Shine, Geechee, K-Shine, Geechee, Iron, JC, and then the last is like up in the air for me because at first I had either Verb, DNA, or Danny. Because I think a lot of people slept on DNA's year too because he only had really one clear loss, and that was to JC. But he's had good battles. Well, Danny too, but I think it's like 5 or 6.
I'm not mad at that 5
right now. My first four, I think that's like solidified.
That's a locked in 4. You got wait. The 4. So the 4 that you had was what? Was Shine,
K-Shine, JC and Iron, and JC because JC's I think JC has one of the strongest strength of schedule. I think he faced B-Dot, Geechee, Iron Solomon, DNA, right? And he had a a battle with this guy, KD, right? And he gave
Yeah, that was a
the
good battle. That was a great
And he
battle.
battled
the highest
And
rated,
he
like the
battled
highest.
Anubis.
And Anubis, yeah. So I think he has like one of the strongest schedules of the year. Same thing with Geechee. That's why I put Geechee a little bit right now. Geechee a little bit ahead of Kayshawn just because of the opponents that they face. Even though, bruh, if a rapper came to my hood, punched my mans out in 3 on me, you cannot leave Chicago, son. I don't care what anyone tells me, bruh. How we?
Oh man.
No way,
Yeah.
no way. But yeah, so
Is
that's
it-
my fault. Fair.
Do y'all have anybody undefeated
Mm.
as far as the list that y'all got? Do y'all have anybody undefeated this year?
Tom?
Nah, it's only Kayshawn. Only Kayshawn.
Yeah.
I got Kayshawn and JC undefeated. I think JC beat Geechee.
I'm a JC fan, but I cannot.
I had him.
beat
I had
you.
him winning the
I can't have him
first.
beat
I had him
Geechee.
winning the first. I thought he had too many jewels in that first. I know Geechee had the hood bars, the punches. They was dope, but I think JC had too many
You got
jewels.
JC
know what I mean?
undefeated this year?
Yeah, I got JC undefeated.
That's
this
the
year.
only loss he really has, though. That's to be honest, that's the only
A lot of
loss
people
that
say that's his
give
only
him.
loss. If they say he
Yeah.
lost, they say it's a Geechee. But
Yeah.
I had him winning. I had him edging the first, the second clear. We all know Geechee got the third clear. Even though JC's third was dope, but Geechee
Interesting.
clearly got the third.
So
Yeah.
But I
so
gave
JC
JC
must be like second to you this year, or third or something like that.
He's top 3 for me. I think the
To
3
me-
is set, honestly, because I have Geechee,
Wow.
got Shine, and JC.
Yeah, I
went
think
against
of course I got
B-Dot.
Danny undefeated.
Yeah, he went against B-Dot, and he was the underdog. Like JC was got everyone, even you, Black Compass, and
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
was like,
see,
yo,
Tom, this is what they about to do. See what they about to do?
JC's gonna lose.
You see the
And
bullshit?
then, I'm not saying that he won clearly. I gave JC the win. I'm not saying he won clearly, but he went against a third that, B-Dot wins his thirds all the time. And he made people like, oh, wait, did JC almost come with like a 30? Like, people, he gave that feeling to.
Mhm.
And I think that's like a huge credit to him. So that's why I say he's like top 3, top 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Every time y'all sleep on JC, man, he gonna come with it. And I'm an LSC supporter, but I just felt that JC was gonna beat B-Dot. I just thought he was gonna come with something, and I'm glad B-Dot didn't use that dance angle. He brought up a couple of bars about the dance thing, like you gonna dance out of it or something like that. But I'm glad he didn't use that because I'm tired of that angle. I'm tired of the 12K angle. I'm tired of the 10 children angle. I'm tired of the missing 2 DNA angle.
Nah, you gotta hear about
It's
this.
done.
Some of these
I'm
things
just
are hard
done,
to
man.
not
I'm
talk
tired of
about.
hearing
I'm
that.
Yeah,
sorry.
these
I
angles gotta
can't.
go.
I have to.
Some of these angles gotta go, man.
Nah, I gotta
Some-
talk about.
They
Like,
gotta go. It's been done
let me-
like 500 times a piece.
If
I'm
a
tired
man
of it.
was missing one of his front teeth, I'm always gonna joke about it. Like, I'm sorry, I'm that type of person. So, I mean, I hear
But
what y'all saying.
it's almost redundant. It's like, dude, we already heard of that. Everybody know he got a missing tooth. Tell us something we don't know.
Yeah, but
You know?
that tooth missing is gonna be a thing, man. So it's gonna come
Unless
up.
you come
I'm sorry.
out, yeah, you gotta be like Richard Pryor, Robin Harris, hilarious to clown that tooth. If you ain't got that kind of material, just leave it at home.
Man, listen, man.
I'm just saying,
And-
man. I'm just saying.
And I agree with you, Tony, on this fact that I think that 6 through 10 is going to be one of the hardest to pick out of. 'Cause I think the first 4 or 5, like, I think it's actually easy to pick.
That's what I
But
was
6 through
saying.
10, because I was really thinking about, like, Ill Will really only has, like, 1 real loss this year. And that was because it was
you
judged, but Ill Will really has been stepping up the whole year. Loso, if
You
he got
right,
stuff trash,
man.
we don't know if what's done, but Loso has been killing it this year.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
So you
right,
have
man.
these
so
little
many people,
people,
like,
He
yeah.
died.
Yeah, my apologies. My
Like-
apologies.
But yo, Tom, did you hear? You heard that whole thing, right? Like, it's like that 6 through 15, like, you know what I mean, this year, where you like, yo, who's in that top 20? That is gonna be tough this year. I'm telling you. So,
Yeah, it's been an incredibly vintage year for battle rap, as was the last one as well. But yeah, I mean, the UK one, we can't really argue like you guys do. Like, we just don't have the amount of battles out there. We don't have the leagues going. Like, I mean, are both of you excited for Soul Gemini? How do you feel about that? Do you care?
I care about Gemini. Soul, I've seen a couple, but I've seen one Gemini match. I keep so
I haven't watched any of their
watched
battles.
Gemini like that.
No.
Only seen one, just because I've seen, when you watch those mix up of highlights of like rounds and stuff like that, and I seen one of his. Oh shit! So that's the only person I want to really see out of the both.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them. I haven't seen any of their battles, to be honest. So
Yeah,
I can't critique them or anything like that. So
no, I mean, Americans seem to hate Gemini. It's weird. Like on Watch, on Ruin Your Day, Soul's the most watched guy over there. They watched the Gemini battle. Someone paid $80 in the chat for them to turn over to another battle.
You know, funny, he was just on. They prepared.
Wow.
I know that really
Watch
happened.
with
Yeah.
him. He was just on Watch today too. This morning.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, he
I know
was.
it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
live, but he was on Watch this morning too. Gemini.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was live. Yeah, it was with Impact and yeah, with Avo. Yeah.
yeah, I just hope the card comes out fire, man. That's all I really want. It's at least 80% of the battles I want at least to be fire. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I met the dude who mentioned the 6 through 15, like a top 20 of the battlers. See, I brought this up when Posey made the punching room the other day. I brought it up to the dudes. I say, do you think battle rap really need to have a ranking system? Should there be like a top 20 rankings? They should do it like every month, so like the best bloggers or that we known in the game that's respected should come together and talk about where the rankings should be. And I think the more you drop in the rankings, it should deduct from your money. You know what I mean?
Wow,
Because
you
if
want to do it
choking,
like that?
Yeah, if you choking and stuff, it makes it gives dudes like some motivation to get their money. Because it's just like if you choke and stumble, you should be deducted from your pay like from your next battle. You know what I mean? So, and especially if you're not caring, you Jersey and you just completely forget around like Surf. I mean, come on, man. And the thing is, you can't just go off and keep saying, well, my fan base, I got my fan base as long as my fan base is happy. No. You can't be saying I'm the greatest and you rank 16th. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I mean, it's just showing the work.
Is the ranking
And
shit gonna work?
it creates matches to follow. It's hard for it to work, but it creates matchups too. Like imagine like 4 and 5 going against each other. Like if they do well in this, they're gonna be like 1, 2, 3. Now it creates great matches, but on the flip side, it's gonna create so much drama, like unnecessary drama, and people don't want to be part of it. They might not even battle because they're ranked. Like there's so much pettiness in battle rap.
Yeah,
It's like,
and the thing is, it makes another good conversation piece because it's just like if you watch a college basketball game. Oh, number 5 ranked Duke is going against number 2 ranked Kentucky. You know what I mean? So it's just like, oh, number 2 Tay Rock is taking on number 6 Shotgun Suge, for example. You know what I mean? So it's just like dudes is gonna bug out all about the rankings. How is he number 2 or how is he number 6? But it depends on how you doing your work, your material. If you stumbling, because it's gonna come down to the material at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And I think this is the reason why I think Saga 30 Snake Eyes so bad is because all 3 rounds his material was just. I mean, he had a couple stumble moments where he had to bring it back. It wasn't really a stumble, but at the same time, he just basically outclassed his material with head and shoulders above Snake Eyes for all 3 rounds. You know what I mean? And I think that should count into the ranking. You just can't just say, "Oh, I've been battling."
Wow, so it's like goal difference in the Premier League. We have the margin that you win by can help determine your ranking. That's interesting.
Well, Tom, you think the
like,
ranking thing can work? You think that can work?
I think tiers are bad for battle rap.
Yeah,
Like, I think they rob us of matches for no real reason other than ego.
Yeah,
Lux versus JC
together ain't battling.
All right, but because of that, look at this is very fresh in our minds. Look at Geechee and Snake Eyes. Last year they were supposed to battle, right? And then all of a sudden, now that Geechee's on his rise, and Snake just had his little people want to call it 2-1 loss, but it's like a 3-0 loss. Do you think he should get Geechee now? Just because
Geechee lost to A-Ward, man. Like that.
Yeah, he
that
did.
also has to come in.
Look,
like,
I ain't gonna hold you. I like Geechee's material better than Snake's material.
Yeah, and I think he would have did way better against Saga.
Okay.
I think he would have did way better against Saga. And they need to release some Saga battles against Emerson Kennedy. And what was the other one he did against Survivor Series against B Magic? They need to release those battles.
Yeah,
it might be a segue from them two to get released.
I'm telling you, Raid Twist archetype is head, man. I'm not even a Saga fan. I'm not even a Saga fan, bro. But
I'm not a big Saga fan.
Who here is a Saga? Who's a Saga fan? Tom, you're not a Saga fan, are you?
He's all right. UFF Saga was all right.
Yeah, Saga is dope in his own right, man. I think Saga is dope in his own right.
Tom, you know
chest
goddamn
pains, like against Prep, right? Yeah.
What do you say? The chest pains.
The chest pains against you die from those chest pains. Yeah, it was. But then
man.
Prep had that flip as well. The whole Colleen, this
Oh,
man's
man.
skin or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but at least release the battles. I'm not saying I'm a big, huge Saga fan, but the dude is dope in his own right. Release the battles. You know what I'm saying? That's
Where
all I'm saying.
just because you said Survivor Series, where is Chef Trez versus Wavy?
That too.
That's Survivor. Look, we just got through Gnome. We're starting initiation right now. We're going through these brand battles, but there's like 3 battles in Survivor Series that haven't dropped. Even though I don't think anyone want to see Joe and Bo, but we got Chef Trez and Wavy, and we got B Magic and Saga.
Yeah.
Just drop them. Don't have no trailer. Just drop them. Like,
Yeah, just drop them. Yeah. And I mean, to me, I know somebody gonna kill me, but Chef Trez has not been that great since he battled JC, and I'm just saying.
Doing
come on, man. Nah. So what about against Chess? Even though Chess was choking, his material against Chess wasn't good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good, but it wasn't like 3 rounds like he had for JC. And he lost all 3 rounds against JC, but JC left the moon.
But
you know
that
what I mean?
Chess would have beat anybody else on that card. Well, debatable wise, but that material is fire. But against Chess, I think his second round was like one of the best rounds he ever did.
Because
yeah, like, do you think that second round against Chess was better than his second round against JC?
Nah, it was better than his first, but not as better than his second round. That second round, that's when he did the JC flip, like jocking card and all that shit, right? That's the second round.
And I walk with it like this because I'm used to it.
So,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, to me, for 3 solid rounds, I haven't seen a Trez like that since JC. You know what I mean?
I agree.
3 solid rounds back to back.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
and I
saying.
like Trez too, but I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
hey yo, fellas, let me do this. I'm gonna get a couple more people on.
Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Hey, thanks for having me, bro.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Appreciate y'all. Word, man. Yo, Tom, man.
Yo,
Tom,
man. This has been good, bro. I need to dip soon, man, but this has been good, bro.
Yeah. Nah, this has been dope, man. I'm
not used to like the forum aspect of it. Like, I know I need to chip in more. Like,
nah, you good. Because I mean, they come in here, they start punching. They still, they feeling it out. You know what I mean? But as far as let's get to something real quick before you get up out of here. I want to get predictions real quick with you. You know what I'm saying? On these battles. You know what I mean? And then we'll close out the pre-show like that and all that. Now, let me just start from the. What do I want to start with? See, this card is interesting because it's almost like any of these battles I could see being a main event on any card. To be honest with you, like for real. You know what I mean? So, all right. So let's go for Rum Nitty versus Gotti.
Wow. I think a longer break would have been maybe a little bit advantageous to these guys, although they are incredibly consistent. So, I still think this is going to be... I mean, and it's weird to think as well, this is a battle between 2 guys that we first saw on King of the Dart.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Which, yeah. But, I mean, Geechee has been tireless. Nitty's going to be incredible. I mean, apologies, I forget the guy's name from Cali who was just on, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a classic, as he was saying. Maybe, I mean, we haven't fucking seen it, and I think it's going to be weird watching it live because are they going to like pause it for reaction? Because what if we all go crazy over a bar and it just runs? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I have no idea. Like, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like there was after Bender passed away, rest in peace, Bender. Danny Jack organised something in London where it was kind of like a memorial, for battle fans to go, and quite a few of us went there and watched his battles live, on the screen with all the fans and stuff, and that was actually quite a nice communal experience. But that was a bit more reverential. This will be a bit more fresh. So, yeah, I'm gonna take Nitty because I like Nitty more.
Okay, so you can go with Nitty on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so I'm a big fan of Gotti. I am in favor of the whole break thing. On some last minute prediction stuff, I'm gonna go with Nitty on that one too. I just feel like it may be a little bit too much. Now, if he gets through it, we got a conversation about this end of the year thing. I think he might have, I think that overtakes what K-Shine has done.
Yeah. If he beats,
without a doubt,
if he beats Nitty clean, yeah.
If that's clean, then it's nothing to talk about. Yeah. And that's crazy that we keep saying that event after event, with each of them dudes. But all right, so let's get to. I still don't know the whole story on Hollow and John what's going on with that?
Yeah, not
What is
clear.
it?
I don't know, and it's really annoying that they haven't settled that. I think Hollow, obviously, skill wise, can do everything better than John, but John adapts really well. He fights dirty. I think he's able to come up, with certain angles, certain ideas. But I don't know. Hollow has this almost zen nature to him that he can just sort of control the flow of battles. Like, I'm not like a giant Hollow stan or whatever. Like, I definitely recognize his greatness, and like I am a big fan of the guy. Like, don't get it wrong, but he's not like a Danny Myers to me or something like that. But yeah, I got Hollow winning. What about you?
I would say, you know what? I would go John in this one. I like when John when he's in chase mode, you know what I'm saying? When he's really in that mode, I feel like he delivers. Like I do. You know what I'm saying? I think he delivered against Nitty. I think his work against Big K was great. I think it was actually superb. Like it was some shit. You know what I mean? And I think he's able to take it there. I'm a big fan of Hollow, but for some reason I think John's gonna edge that out. That's going against normally how I would conventionally think about this, like the skill set and everything like that. What Hollow can do in the ring is a wider skill set. John's not as the performance wise not as crazy, but if he's honed in like he should be with this, like I think he'd be able to take it. You know what I mean? In a good battle, in a close battle.
Yeah, and you reckon Hollow's gonna, make an angle about the whole stuff with John? That could be potent if done well.
Yeah, exactly. So, what about Iron Solomon and T-Top?
Oh wow, weird clash. I mean, I guess Iron Solomon versus Rum Nitty was a weird clash as well, and that was a bit of a modern classic. So. I think T-Top just really needs to be in his bag here to stand a chance. I do have Solomon winning. I think he's more of a tactician. He can sort of pull T-Top apart. Any Jewish bars, you wish bars, get me the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like
we're not doing Jewish.
No. I think it was Clips against Holohan. Terrible battle, World Dom 4.
Right.
Where he has the whole sounds like a Sprite can or whatever it is. But yeah, he did this whole scheme of King of the Dot battle. And he's like, you wish, like Soul Khan or something like that. And that was the first time. That was the first time I'd ever heard a you wish. Obviously they're pretty prevalent. But I've got Iron going for it. I think T-Top again with the angle idea. Like no one's really attacked Iron for his part, and I'm not saying he did this, but I'm saying in battle rap,
petty shit. Go ahead, Tom. Don't get in trouble. Go ahead though. Yeah. What's up?
In battle rap narrative terms, air quotes, Iron may have contributed to the downfall of King of the Dot.
Ooh.
Through the whole Nakai situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're friends. I know they apologize for that. Whatever. I'm not trying to stir shit, but I'm just saying. If T-Top wants a strong third, although I guess would that really go down in the URL crowd? Wouldn't they cheer Iron Solomon? But I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, it's the perfect location to do that in.
It's like you insulted a guy's really ill daughter. You're a prick. Like maybe that's crazy. A sort of spin on it. Like
Yeah. I think the hardcore fans among us would appreciate the angle if T-Top executed it correctly. You know what I'm saying? T-Top has a way of taking old angles and making them new again. I disagreed on the idea of hearing old angles because it's just like if I hear comedians have been talking about the same shit for a long time. Like a lot of different generations of comedians have talked about the same subjects. And one guy is still funny or funnier, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. It's like it's what you can do with the angle. So I think T-Top's going to have a lot of that, but Iron Solomon is going to be surgical. But this is going to be a 3-round battle. I really think this battle is going to be the one, though. Like, this is going to be the battle. So, I'm going to go Iron Solomon, though, on that one. 2-1. Close, though. I mean,
I'm really excited to see Iron. Really excited to see Iron live.
Yeah. What do you think? You think that style going to work out there? That sing-songy?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Like, right. Yeah, I know a lot of people are impressed with him over here. Like, apart from the Ilmac battle, he's been on an incredible run.
Yeah, he's been dope. He's been very dope. He needs to get credit for his comeback. Seeing what Jay Mills just. Ugh.
Oh man, I haven't seen it, but I listened to your recap. Like
Tom, it's a train wreck, man. Like,
okay.
All right, so Tay Rock versus Pat Stay.
Wow. I reckon Tay Rock's probably sold the most tickets for this event individually. I think the most people will be there to see Tay Rock because it maybe would have been Pat otherwise with the URL debut. This is kind of a battle of the crowd favorites. I think, like, Cam mentioned before about the Manchester Ariana Grande angle, which, if pulled off, will pull on the heartstring. It's like when DNA came over. I don't know if you remember DNA versus Censor, but DNA clearly did his research. He mentioned Rhys Jones, who is this kind of notorious case in England, really sad case of this young boy in Liverpool who was caught innocently in gang crossfire and basically killed by some young teenage gangs. Yeah, he was like 8 or 9 at the time, and very, very infamous case. So anyway, DNA did a whole round about Rhys Jones and how Censor had used Rhys Jones jokes in Liverpool, and and sort of inflamed and enraged people, and he really made you sort of get on board even though you didn't know who the fuck Rhys Jones was. So it's like that with these Ariana Grande things. I think that could be huge as well.
Okay,
but I mean, Pat and Danny was kind of similar to a certain extent because, Pat's opponent then was coming with the relentless force of the punches, and Pat just sort of styled on him and, was comedic with it. And I think Tay Rock is someone that you can mock quite easily, as good as he is. And I think the British crowd will relish that. Like, he embodies a lot of what we don't like in US battle rap, I guess.
Who? Tay Rock?
Yeah, I mean, not personally, but just kind of that empty braggadocio, like.
Right. The endless gun violent bars and all that. Y'all not fans of that? Yo, that's not your style.
It's no, we are. But I guess
Don said that's his style. He said,
look, definitely. But I mean, I think something like Nitty or Danny, a bit more of a connoisseur of the gun bar, whereas Tay Rock's a bit more, I don't know, the cheap seats, like.
Okay.
So I got Pat winning, I think, but a really good battle, and I think Tay Rock will have an incredible third.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a dope battle. I'm gonna go Rock on that though. I'm going Tay Rock on the battle. I think, I don't know if I'm gonna say clear. I think Pat is gonna joke. Like, Pat is gonna be a lot of jokes, heavy entertainment. But I'm gonna look, and when that happens, this is what happens with me. I watch the battle. And then I get all the way through it. I'm like, damn, he was funny or whatever. But then I have to go back and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, after a while, I start to be like, nah, this other dude might have won. You know what I mean? That's usually what happens with that type of battle rapper. Like, you know what I mean? The jokes don't always, it doesn't hit after a while for me. But it is what it is, though. I'm saying Tay Rock on it. I might be wrong. And if I am wrong, Pat Stay has to be in people's top 20. Like, he has to be. This year, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So
Twerk versus Arse. We sort of went through this before, but definitely. I think if Twerk rises to the occasion, I think Twerk just needs to put in a decent performance here and he'll win. Yeah. I don't, I think Arse's writing style's quite dated. I just don't know if he can come up with this sort of those visceral punches that people expect these days. He didn't really, even in 2012, he was doing this sort of alphabet scheme. Now you can see how good I'll be on my A game, and that sort of stuff. Like, I never thought that was...
and then he did it back with like,
Like,
we not
shooting targets in Tokyo and all that sort of stuff. And I guess he's the king of disrespect, isn't he, as well? So that'll play into it. That's a fact.
Like, I mean, is the UK gonna dig disrespect like the, Put my dick on your grandmother's forehead, like that's
There was. I mean, I still can't believe the Mr. Fab stuff where he's talking about like shoving condoms in his mom's mouth. I was like, fuck me, like.
That's how you're supposed to treat them. I mean, treat them industry dudes when they come back over here, man.
Well, it's like, I don't know if you know Unanimous. He's like a big Don't Flop battler.
Yeah, I know you.
I've had him on the show a few times, and I'm pretty sure that he, and I discussed this with him, had the most offensive bar ever spat on the UK soil. So maybe Arsenal can outdo this one, where he's facing this guy called Pedro, whose father had died, and the whole bar was about him taking his mother to his father's grave, putting machete to her throat, and forcing her to shit on her husband's grave.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, Arsenal, the bar's set.
Okay. Yeah, he was wild. What do you follow that up with? Like what? Like I'm not Pedro, I can't dap you up after the battle. Like we're not cool. What is that? You're gonna take my mom to my dad's grave so she can. Yeah, he's wilding.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
So overall, I think this joint is gonna be dope, man. I think that I'm going to go New Jersey Twork on the battle. Arsenal is gonna have a very good battle. I think Twork is gonna take it on some moment shit. Twork's probably gonna drop a round, probably due to a short round, but it's still gonna be a dope battle. Overall, this card should be dope. I am expecting, and Tom, we gotta keep ourselves honest here. Like if we do our preliminary ratings out of 10, I'm expecting a 7 or 8 out of 10. I'm saying 8. Should be an 8. So let's see.
For the whole event?
SM8 should be an 8 out of 10. It should be. On paper, it should be an 8 out of 10. So,
yeah, but sometimes you think the new location is going to energize it, but then, what was it? Summer Madness 7 was in Vegas or something, and then it was just a bit of a loss, it seemed.
Yeah, exactly. The location sometimes can do that, but I don't want to blame it on that. But Tom, on paper, this should be an 8 out of 10, man.
Tone, yep.
What do you think? What do you think? Preliminary rankings.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's a good card. I think there's a lot of interesting battles on here, and just a few tweaks to it. Not only the environment, but the fact you got Soul versus Gem and the pre-recorded battle, and there's some huge names. Like they haven't skimped. Like when King of the Dot did their collab and did the Empire card, which was a bit different because it was our battlers versus their battlers rather than just their whole roster coming somewhere new. But they sort of. I don't know, skimped a little bit, but URL, this is a full fucking card. I know Smack was talking about that for a long time. We were waiting for information on Summer Madness 8 for so long over here. We got drip feeds here and there, praying that when events went live in the pay-per-view. We're at the strike, for example, they didn't release any information then about it. So, I'm fucking excited. And again, thank you so much for having me on the show. To everyone listening, I know it's weird to hear a posh white guy talk to Tony Bro, a posh black guy, but still.
I know. We're gonna get a lot of hate. It's like, look at these guys. Please.
But no, seriously, I appreciate you guys. And obviously, if you want to check out the show, Battle Rap Resume, you can search it on YouTube and Twitter, iTunes. We've got the pod. We've had Tony on as well, and Polo, and I've had loads of fucking guests on there. If you can think of them, I've probably had them on the show. I've had Danny on the show and Surf, as I mentioned before, and pretty much all the UK names. You
like the Tim Westwood of this shit. Like that's a fact. He's like Tim Westwood. Like you know what I mean? Like that's what the hip hop has. Some of y'all don't know who Tim Westwood is. I hate everyone under 30. Like, I'll be honest. But
how do you know Tim Westwood out of interest? Because he's big in the US as well.
Yo, if you look up, okay, so I'm in the classic hip hop, right? So early hip hop in the UK, y'all loved it more than mainstream America did, like by a large margin. So early PE, early LL Cool J and all that, they was going over there. You know what I'm saying? And they was going to see Tim Westwood. There's footage of Will Smith freestyling and shit in the 80s, with Westwood there, 80s shit. He's been around. He's one of those dudes, for real. So, yeah, everybody know about Tim Westwood, man. Early Kanye was up there and Hov and all.
Someone in the comments saying he's not Tim Westwood. Get the fuck out of here, Tony. So, I appreciate that.
No, man, fuck y'all, man. Fuck y'all. Anyway, fuck whoever said that.
No, Tone, it's been a pleasure, man. Yeah. And everyone go pick up the pay-per-view. And hopefully I'll see some of you at the event as well. But thanks again, Tony. I appreciate it.
No, man. No doubt, man. No doubt. Yo, so be safe out there, man. And I'm looking forward to hear what you got to say about the whole event. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Thanks again, man. Take care.
All right. No doubt. So that's my man, Tom, Battle Rap Resume and all that, man, up here with us on the pre-show. So salute to everybody that's out there that's listening to this right now. I will keep this up for the folks. This will be up. All right, so this is I'm gonna leave this up, and we'll have a show with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come through a couple different announcements and things like that. We're gonna allow some other punches and things. I know I started the Surf K Shine, you know what I mean, fiasco online, so we'll address that as well. Yeah, man. So I appreciate everybody that's up here, man, and you know what I mean, we gonna keep it going. I'm gonna get another drink and get my shit together. So y'all be good. Black Compass. Peace.